Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, home to the Toledo Rockets. A full house is in store, and so too, a terrific matchup in this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Toledo's offense will get the first swing of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
Got it behind the line. It's Newton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Rockets! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And these jet sweeps used to be plays where you ran to try to trick them and get out wide and make big plays. But now, short yardage situations, you start to pack it in tight. Okay, I'll go out wide. I'll pick up my 5 to 10 yards and make it easy and get me a first down.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Robinson will throw. And he's lucky to get that one back. This junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. And they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. First down for this offense. They go to the ground. Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
The hands. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Got a man. It's Stevens. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Got it in the middle. It's Newton. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Rockets want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all of the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Caught in the backfield, it's Stevens. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Central Michigan just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Mount Pleasant. They'll enjoy this one all week. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got his man. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, going to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. On the ground, it's Avery. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Here's the handoff. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw on that last play.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. And that pass intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Gleason. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll immediately call timeout. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. It's caught. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Rockets want to move quickly. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you...
Oh, it's on the ground. Live ball. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Robinson will throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Got a man. It's Stevens. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Going to the run. It's Stewart. Smashes through. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3. Ball's at the 14. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Tackle was made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Robinson looking to pass. He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
After the misfire, now on second down. Looking to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for a deep man. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Now on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing.
Got a lot of running room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the ground, he's got it again. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Avery. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take, Jesse, that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up, high point the football, and win you this game?
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Gleason. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, obviously here in the 4th quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. You're expecting them to throw it here on 3rd.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot.